Good morning, Charu. Okay, so it's showing that seven of have joined. I request that if anyone has joined, so please can you say hello or good morning or anything? Okay, good morning, Sonu. Good morning. Eight people have joined so far. It would be wonderful if you can greet or say hello so I can know that who has joined. Okay. Good morning, Babu. Jamie brother, hello. Good morning, Nikhil. So everyone who has joined, I just want to tell you that there is a chat box. I guess if you are viewing from your laptop or PC or mobile, there is a chat box. So as you can see, some of the chats there. Hi Akshay, brother. Hello. Good morning, the comedian. So Mr. Comedian, आप नाम बता सकते हैं? What's your name, please? Good morning, D Kapoor. Morning. Hi. Okay, Deepak. Girish. Good morning, brother. Good morning, Girish. Shushma. Okay. Great. Shushma, welcome. So there was some technical issue. That's why the old link couldn't start, and we are starting now. It's some late. So there are few people who are finding it difficult. So if they are trying for first time, so I'm just helping them out. I hope you are all well. Great, guys. We will start. It's 11:20. It's past. Yes, it's almost 11:20. So what we'll start with it. Okay. So good morning, everyone. I hope you are all well and enjoying the blessings of the Master in heaven. And I welcome every one of you who is now live with us for this leadership development program. So I'll start with a little bit of my introduction. People who do not know me or who are joining with this link that I have sent you through the social media. So my name is Ashish Parnani, and I'm a certified master trainer and facilitator. So I'm a globally licensed master trainer. Plus, last year, by the grace of God, I have completed my PhD. And if everything goes good this year, I will be awarded the degree also. I did my PhD in training and development, and so I am a kind of a deep dive into that path of training and development or this learning and development field, and I'm enjoying this. So I'm into training and development from last 6 years. Professionally, I entered into in 2014 and started with schools and colleges, and then move on to the corporate sector. And I worked with lots of big organizations like Bharti Airtel, Lupin Pharmaceuticals, Maruti Suzuki. I've employed with Oyo Rooms and HDFC Life Insurance, and worked with dozens of private consultancies, training consultancies, and vendors. So it has been a wonderful time from last 6 years into training. And my expertise lies in soft skills, sales, and leadership. I've been a student of leadership from last 7 to 8 years, if I speak professionally. And from last 3 to 4 years, I've been actively training people on leadership and team building. So this is one of those opportunity that we have got to learn something, and especially in this time of very confusing time or very time of anxiety, we can say. So we will learn something new. So that was my introduction. I once again welcome every one of you, and not waste any more time. We will start with the session. So, guys, I want to keep the session interactive. Obviously, you can see me and listen to me. I would request you, if anyone has problem in accessing the video, I would request you to lower your resolution. So you know that in your YouTube, if you're viewing that, your resolution may be 240, 144, 240, 360 pixels, and 540, 720, and so on. So if the video is buffering at the moment in between, so I request you to lower the resolution, so you can watch the video seamlessly and you can understand everything. So I can assure you this workshop, this particular session would be wonderful. I do workshops, so I have a habit of telling workshops. I will keep them interactive. Some of you, I guess many of you are at your comfort of your home. I would request you, friends, I'm giving you 10 seconds. Please bring your notebook, if you have a copy or a pen handy, because there would be something. If you really want to make most of this particular session in next 50 minutes, we will be investing. I would request you to take a copy or a notebook or your diary and pen or pencil, so that you can note some of the things that I would be sharing with you. And I can assure you, in this particular lockdown period that we are all experiencing, this particular session could be a most fortunate session for you. Lockdown is unfortunate, but this particular session would be a fortunate and a blessing for you. I can assure you that. And you people would be learning something new, and many of you who are starting with the leadership will be learning many things new. So let's start. I hope you have brought this copy or pen with you. If you can see me, that if I'm looking at down corner right side, because this down corner right side is my chat box. So I'm looking at people who are coming, and I can see those people also. Uh, you can share the link to your known people also, because we would love to reach out to masses, and we would love to share this particular insight about leadership to many, as many as possible. So you can share the link to your known people. I would love to have them also, welcome them also. So I guess you have brought your diary or notebook or pen. How many of you brought? Come on, I want the answers. Have you? Are you ready with your notebook and pen or pencil? Come on, everyone. If you're ready, please type yes in your chat box. See, I want to keep this session interactive. If you're just listening, it would be only 40 to 50% of the transfer. If you're interactive, if you're giving back the answers, it would be more interactive. Cool, I'm waiting for your answers. 5 seconds more. If you have bought your, if you're ready with your pencil or diary or something. Great, great. Cool, cool. That's great. That's great. Okay, so let's start with the session. So I'll just give you the overview, what we'll be looking. So first of all, we'll be understanding the concept of, uh, cool, cool, great. So we'll be understanding the concept of a born leader. Is there a born leader? Who is a born leader? If we say that this person is a born leader, is the concept right? So we will understand this concept of a born leader first of all. Second, what we'll be doing is we'll be understanding the concept of a leadership. What is leadership? And what we can say it's a genuine leadership or a genuine leader. So we will segment these two concepts simultaneously, and we will understand what is a genuine leadership. Third thing we will get to understand is the levels of leadership. How is that us as a leader, we can develop other people as leaders, not as followers, but as leaders. So we will deep dive into that particular concept of levels of leadership, how the levels of leadership works. And fourth, last topic that we'll be learning is how to lead in the crisis situation. I guess every one of you would be excited to learn particular this topic in this time, that how as a leader we can lead in the crisis situation. Maybe you are a mother or a father, or a manager in an organization or in a church or NGO, any society, any community, whatever leadership role you are doing. It would be wonderful. I guess you will be excited to know and would be looking forward to understand this particular thing, that how you can lead anywhere you are leading in a crisis situation. Okay, so this is the overview. I'll again repeat it. First, we'll understand the concept of a born leader. Second, what is genuine leadership? Third, levels of leadership. And fourth, leading in crisis or crisis situation. So these are the four things. So let's start it. Okay, so we'll start with a born leader. Come on, I want the answers. 10 seconds. Is there a born leader? Is there a born leader? 10 seconds. Your answers in the chat box. You have to participate. You have to participate, guys. Okay, no, maybe, yes. Cool, 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 cool. I'm happy that you're interacting. Come on, everyone. In some cases, yes or no. Okay, yes. Cool, cool, great. Any more answers? So I've got the answers, maybe, in some cases, yes or no. That's great. Let me give you an example. I hope every one of you have seen a 5 year old kid or a 4 year old kid. What happens when his or her friends come into the house, and when they are playing with each other, there is a kid in that group of 4 or 5 kids, that but one particular kid says, or the child says, uh, let's play this game, let's do this thing, let's go there, let's do this particular mischief, or that let's do this particular fun. And that particular kid is obviously, in most cases, that particular child whose home it is, right? So I want to ask you, how does that concept comes, or how does that thinking comes into that small child of 4 or 5 year old kid, that let's do something like this, let's do something like that, let's go there, let's build this thing, let's play this particular thing. For example, if they're playing cricket, now this kid will say, let's not play cricket, let's play football. So how this thing comes into that mind of 5 year old? Is he being trained like this? Is he being told like this? Is he being or she being instructed like this? So how this concept, or how this thinking of initiating the things, or initiating the particular situation comes into that mind of a child? I hope everyone would be agree that you have seen these kind of people or children who do this initiation part. So how does that come into their minds? Can anyone say, come on? I guess a few of you are into that teaching or training field also, some of my friends. So any answers, I would welcome. 10 seconds, come on. How does that come into their children? You can write just half a line, 2 words, 3 words, or one line maximum. Okay, Jaskirat says due to their hereditary nature. Cool, cool, interesting answer, Jaskirat. Due to their hereditary nature. Any more answers? They observe their parents and teachers and want to be like them. Cool, cool. By nature, Babu says by nature. Cool, it happens by nature also. Very good. Okay, Prince says just because of society or their family environment. Okay, so okay, can you repeat the question? So I'm asking that when small children, when young children initiate something in their home or in the gathering of small children, there are a group of children. So how does that initiation, the concept of initiation or a thinking of initiation to initiate particular thing comes into their mind? That is what I'm asking. Both. Okay, Deepak says both nature and both nurture and nature, both nurturing and nature. Cool, cool, great. Okay, so everyone, I really respect your answers. Now, this is very important when we give the examples of small kids or younger children. It's very important because we can understand this concept of a born leader from these children. Now, understand, guys. When we talk about leadership, we always talk about leadership when it comes to trained leadership. Okay. Okay. So, some answers influence from the parents and society. Cool. So, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the answer. So this is very easy to understand the concept of a born leader. So what I want to share with you is that, see, when it comes to young children, there may be some instructions given to the children by their parents. For example, let's say if there is Bablu, so I'll tell Bablu, if I'm a father of Bablu, I'll tell Bablu, see, your friends are coming, okay, and you have to behave like this. You welcome everyone, you welcome their parents, okay, and you tell them, let's go to my room, we will play this particular thing, we will do that particular thing, okay, will you do that? So the Bablu says, okay papa, okay mommy, I'll do that thing. So some kind of instructions are given by the parents, they act on the particular situations. But overall, I really welcome these answers that you have given, that okay, initiation comes from goal. Okay, great. So the answers that you've given, that it's by nature, they see the teachers and parents and learn from them, are absolutely brilliant answers. So the concept of born leader, is it a born leader or is it not? I'll just leave it with just one line and I'll clarify it to you. Friends, yes, there is a concept of a born leader. We can say that person is a born leader. How? Why we can say? Because when we see young children, we can see, when we see small children, we see them initiating the thinking, we see them initiating, we see them doing something, even we have not told them. And sometimes we have told them to do something, then also they do it, and they do it repeatedly. Now understand the concept. They have not got the leadership training. This is very important concept for you to understand if you really want to make sense of a born leader concept. These children of 4-year old or 5-year old or 6-year old have not got any formal leadership training. And because they have not got any formal leadership training, we can say these people are a born leader. Now, why we say that these are a born leader? These children who are initiating in their young age, they may not become a leader when it comes to their 20s or 25s or 30s age. Is it necessary? Not at all. Is it not? It's not necessary. They will not become. Many of them don't become. How many become politicians? How many become managers or senior leaders in executives in organizations? Not everyone can. But these children, many children, initiate the things, do many things which a leader do in the young age. So we can say that they are a born leader. Born leader concept is right. However, that is one thing which differentiate between a born leader, that young children, the leadership qualities that young children have, and something with a mature leader has. And that is the formal leadership training. young children do not undergo for a leadership training, a formal leadership training. Mature people goes through that, and that's why we can say that young children, we can say that they are a born leader, because many times, we can say, if I've seen two or three of my cousins, young cousins, doing something. So I see, yeah, he's a born leader. He'll become a leader one day. I do not know whether he'll become a leader or not. But what I'm seeing at present is he's doing something which a leader do. That is what makes me think. And what I'm seeing is raw leadership qualities. Write it down. In children, we see raw leadership traits or raw leadership qualities. They are raw. They need polishing. It's not a finished good. They need polishing. And from that time onwards, parents, teachers, trainers, tutors, and other people who are around those children, relatives, try to nurture them at the answers that you have given them. This is brilliant answers you have given them. So that is why how they nurture and nourish them. And a 4 year or a 5 year old kid is brought up in an environment where his raw qualities of leadership can be turned into a finished product, and he can become a mature leader who can make decision, who can make a good positive decision, who can lead people in crisis. So in small children, we can say that this person is a born leader. Why? Because they possess certain raw leadership traits or qualities, but they need to be polished and they need to be developed to become a mature leader. I hope this concept of a born leader is clear to you. Come on, if every this born leader concept is clear, I want a yes from you. If there is any doubt, I would love to share again. Come on, 10 seconds, 10 seconds now. Cool, cool, so great. Cool. Great. Great, Rahul. Great, Jaskirat. So if you see a young child, or a 4 year or 5 year or 6 year old kid, you see something he's doing, something that a leader do, initiating something, doing something of his own or of her own. You can say that this person is a born leader because he's not gone through a formal leadership training, and from that onwards, he can learn. Parents, teachers, and other people around that child can nurture him. So, Sushma, yes, learning can be the ability, the leadership ability can be derived through learning. You are absolutely right. Cool. So this was a born leader. This is a concept of a born leader. Okay. I hope it's understood to everyone. Now we will move to the next aspect of leadership. That is, what is leadership? Come on, everyone. I'm giving you 10 seconds. Uh, I want the answers for you. Okay, one thing I want to mention, Girish, you have asked a question. I would request everyone, we will keep the question and answer session for last 10 minutes of the session. So I can go through my presentation, and at the last 10 minutes, we will discuss the Q&A. We will have the Q&A. So you can please, Girish, please park the questions. No, it does not include bullying. See, it does not include bullying at all, Girish. So I'll answer this question. I've answered this question right away. It does not include bullying. Okay. So leadership is all about people. Okay. So if that person is positively influencing the people, that's about leadership. Otherwise, it's not bullying. It's does not come into that positive impact. Deepak ji, absolutely right. Absolutely right. Okay, so whatever questions you have, we will take the questions at the last 10 minutes. Okay, so let's jump into the second part. Leadership. So again, I'm giving you 10 seconds in one word, two words, or one line maximum. I'm waiting for your definition of leadership. Come on, maximum one line, 10 seconds in the chat box. Write the definition of leadership. What do you understand according to your experience, whatever you have learned so far, being a leader or being into that leadership role? What do you have understood about leadership? 10 seconds. Come on, participate, guys. I want your participation. It would be wonderful to learn. Deepak ji, wonderful definition. Leader is one who has followers. Amazing. Girish, willingly get the work done. Wonderful. Making people do things willingly. Good, good, Jasprit. It influences others. Great. Leading by example and acting as a role model for others. Wonderful, wonderful, Rahul. I guess you are the people who are really interested in this leadership. That's why you're coming with this wonderful definitions, wonderful explanations. Okay, influence you have on influence one have on people. Great, great principle, ma'am. The action of leading a group of people or an organization. The action of leading a group of people. Good, song. Leaders lead by example. Good. Leader is one who can influence and make the people to do a great job. Great, Shushma. Great. One who can influence. So I really appreciate the word influence. Earlier also it came the influence. Ability to get the work done by others and influence to others. Okay, Neha, great. Cool, cool, cool. Good definitions. You people are really into leadership. You're learning leadership or you are doing that role of a leader. Cool. Friends, down, I would really want to make this definition right down. Please, if you have pen and copy, I'll give you 10 seconds. So we'll invest some time on this. So what is leadership? It is a process. If you're writing, that's why I'm talking slowly. I will talk slowly. So you can write it down if you're writing. It is a process to inspire or influence people. It is a process to inspire or influence people to achieve a common objective. To achieve a common objective. I'm again repeating the definition. It is a process to inspire or influence people to achieve a common objective. Now, every definition you brilliantly said that leader is one who has followers, and that is the peak of definition. Deepak ji has defined it great. Leaders is one who has followers. So when we define leader, we can end up in one line. If you are a leader, do you have followers or not? That's brilliant. Every definition you have amazingly wrote, every one of you. It's about influence, ability to get the work done, and leaders lead by example. This definition will give you an idea what are the three aspects of leadership. So friends, first of all, it's about inspiring people or influencing people. Okay, so what is influencing or inspiring? That influence is, in Hindi we say prabhav. So what we say when we say about the influence, if I'm telling you something to do, if you do that thing, that means influence. I'm able to influence you. That means you are able to do that thing which I'm able to tell you. That is why that is called as influence. For example, what our motivational speakers do. So motivational speakers, there are lots of motivational speakers, motivational speakers in India. So let's take an example. If a boy who is very depressed come into a motivational session, and in 2 hours of motivational session, the particular speaker speaks lots of speaks with enthusiasm and excitement and energy and lots of quotations, lots of stories, and fill the people with positive energy, in a way that that particular person who was depressed takes a decision, takes a turning point, and now says, I will not commit suicide or I'll not be depressed anymore. I'm a positive person now. So that is known as influence. A person who was negative or was not doing something or was in a particular state, and that particular person, the leader, has influenced him to turn his decision, to change his decision. That is what influence is. So that is the first aspect of leadership. This particular definition, it's about influencing people, it's about inspiring people. Second is, it's about people. Whom do you influence? You will not influence animals. Obviously you will influence animals. However, when we talk about leadership, it's all about people. Without people there is no leadership. So you will influence people. So another thing which comes into this definition is, as a leader you have to be a people person. You have to be a people person. There is a book by Dr. John C. Maxwell. The title is Be a People Person. So in his book, he states amazing things how a leader can be a people person. If a leader or if a person is promoted into a leadership role, how that person, if he's an introvert and if he's not able to, he's finding difficult to be with the people, he can learn about people skills. So second is influencing people. So guys, if you are a people person, that's amazing thing. If you are not, you can learn. I would recommend that book. If you can go through, you can download. I guess it would be available on Google, and you can learn and you can read and study that particular book. Be a people person. And the third thing in leadership is to achieve a common objective. So this is very, very important. So I was waiting for this particular thing also in the definition that all you wonderful people have said and stated. This is one very, very important thing in leadership, to achieve a common objective. Friends, why am I influencing people? Come on, tell me, why am I influencing people? Think about it. Or why am I influencing people for that matter? I'm influencing people to achieve a common objective. If I take an example of that particular depressed child, he does not want to be in depression, but situation are arising in his life, or maybe anything, he's into depressed state. I, as a leader, I do not want him to be a depressed state. So the common objective is to take that particular child, that particular boy out of that depressed situation. So his goal is also to move out of that situation zone, and my role is also to goal is also to move out him into that depression role, out of the depression role. So our common objective is to make him a positive person. That is a common objective. If I give you one particular example, another example of this particular thing, it's a cricket match. Now there is a captain, and there are 10 other people, so 11 people, and there is a leader who leads. What is the common objective of a team? Come on, I'll just wait for one answer. 5 seconds, I'll wait for one answer. What is the common objective of a team who's playing cricket? One answer, just one answer. I guess everyone. Great song, to win the match. Players and captain and these leaders obviously say that they want to play hard, play fair, they want to enjoy the game. All is well. Their explanation of these matches are absolutely brilliant and absolutely right. However, we know that one objective is not to play or enjoy the game. The objective is to win the match, right? Perform well and win. So the objective is to win the match, right? So do the process completely right and win the match. I watched one video of MS Dhoni, and he says that he's a process oriented person. He says that if the process is right, then the results would be more in your favor. Okay, so process is right. If you played the match well, if everything goes right and according to plan, the chances of winning is high. Okay, however, the objective of playing a match is to win. That is the common objective in cricket match. Same goes with the leadership. Friends, whenever you are leading, if you are leading your family, if you're leading your organization, if you're leading your society or your community, or anywhere you're leading, let's say if you're leading a group of 5 people in a kind of a chat show, or you're hanging out or doing something, if you're leading there are 3 things. It's a process to inspire or influence people. Very important ingredient. It's people, to achieve a common objective. Friends, this is the last part of the definition, which is misunderstood by many and not counted by many. That is to achieve a common objective. If you are a leader, you have to make a goal or an objective. You have to set an objective. You cannot go and influence people like this. What you want to achieve by influencing people, you have to set that. And if you're setting that thing and if you're achieving that thing, that is the result which a leader has brought. At the end of the things, everything being said, the leadership is being the marks which a leader gets is by showing the results, isn't it? If the captain who is in the of the captain of the cricket team, if the team is winning again, that captain is a good captain. Otherwise, there would be lots of controversies, lots of questions on his captaincy or leadership skills. Now the thing is, we have to understand, friends, we have to understand this concept. So again, I'm repeating it. It's a process to inspire or influence people to achieve a common objectives. I hope you get this definition and you will understand, especially the last part, to achieve a common objective. It's not differentiated objective. It's not that my objective is to perform well only in the match and team's objective is to win the match. It's not like that. Leadership, the common objective will not be achieved. Leadership would be in question. So we have to understand this particular concept. I hope you've written this definition if you're writing it down. So this was leadership. Now, if I ask you, what is genuine leadership? So this was leadership. Obviously, this is the genuine leadership, but there is a slight change when it comes to genuine leadership. So we'll not waste much of time in asking and doing all these things. So what I'll do is, again, be prepared. I'm giving you the definition. Write it down. Definition of a genuine leadership. Genuine leadership is being the person. Genuine leadership is being the person others will gladly, confidently and continually follow. Genuine leadership is being the person others will gladly, confidently and continually follow. Friends, this is what about genuine leadership is. And it's very important for all of us to understand this particular concept. If we are a genuine leader, the people we are leading, people we are contributing in their lives and influencing and inspiring a team, whether it's a cricket team or any sport or an organization, if the people are gladly means willingly follow us, we are not pushing them, we are not pressurizing them, they are not following because they have to, they are following because they want to. That is the difference between, they are not following because they have to, they are following us because they want to follow. That's the leadership. That's the genuine leadership. That's the leadership we are talking about now. If they are gladly and confidently and continuingly follow. Let's say if they're following for 2 months or 3 months, after that time they say, nah, you were that kind of a leader, you were a genuine leader before, but now you are not a leader, you do not care for us, you do not do that particular thing anymore, you have changed person, you are a changed person now. So for some time they will willingly or gladly follow. They would have confident on you, on your abilities, on your leadership skills for some time. But after some time, maybe they will not be able to continually follow for, let's say, if you're not able to achieve the common objectives or you're not able to influence the masses. This is what genuine leadership is all about. 3 things, friends. If people are gladly, confidently, and continuingly follow. Friends, I can invest 2 to 3 hours on this particular definition only. I can share lots of stories, lots of anecdotes, and many things from my life. However, we have only 1 hour today. This is the definition of genuine leadership. Whenever it comes, if you're in family, a leader in family, mother or father or teacher, a trainer, or a leader in an organization, a manager or an executive role, a principal or a director, anything, ask yourself, are my people following me gladly or not? Are my people following me confidently? They have the confidence on me or in me or not? Are they continually follow me or not? These are the 3 things you need to ask. If the 3 things are tick, that means you are a genuine leader. You are a genuine leader with amazing qualities, unlimited potential. So we have seen leadership and we have seen genuine leadership. I want to give you an example of this particular genuine leadership, or leadership for that matter. I hope you have watched Lagan. Come on, tell me, how many of you have watched Lagan? Come on, 5 seconds. Have you watched Lagan movie, Amir Khan? Cool, great. Okay, almost everyone has watched. I use videos and stories and incidents in that movie, and teach about team building and leadership from that movie. That movie is an amazing movie to teach leadership. I spend almost, you can say, entire day on teaching leadership on that particular movie only. There are lots of clips on that movie, and show different videos. Great. So almost everyone has watched that movie, Lagan. If you have not watched, please watch it. You will learn amazing leadership lessons from that particular movie. Now, if I can spend just 1 minute and sharing it, that particular thing, what happened? If you're talking about leadership or a genuine leadership, now see, if we have seen that it's a process to inspire and influence people. Now, what happened when the British captain, that cricket team captain, Captain Russell, asked Amir Khan that accept the cricket match. If you don't accept the cricket match, you have to give the Lagan 3 times, tax, 3 times tax. So unfortunately, by lots of thinking and everything, he agreed to that. Now the people were not with him. The entire village was against him, but he showed that guts. He showed that particular thing, that he said, yes, okay, fine. And then again, he actually justified to the village that why he said yes. And people were against him. But how the story evolves and revolves around that particular incident was that how he was able to inspire and influence the people that my decision is right and justifiable, and please be with me, come with me, we'll form a cricket team and we can beat those people. We have 3 months to prepare, we can beat those people. You can see that middle part of that 1 hour, he was inspiring people, he was influencing people to achieve a common objective. What was that? To defeat the Britishers and to cut that tax. They would not be needing to give the tax, and not even that village, but the group of villages there. That is what leadership is all about. And we see that later on, people were gladly following him. They were confident. They were have confidence. At the end, you remember that I guess 9 wickets were down when they need some runs to win, and he was the only person. And being the best batsman of the team will at the end. I guess Raj Jutshi was the actor who says that Bhuvan, now the responsibility is on your shoulders. That was a dialogue. The responsibility is on your shoulders, and he took that responsibility. Now, because best batsman and leader, he has to take the responsibility. So what I'm trying to say is that team has confidence on that particular leader. And the next is, they were later on also, they were continually follow. Obviously the movie ends, but we can imagine, we can think that they were continuing to follow. So if we talk about Amir Khan or Lagan, he gives an example after few minutes of movie, that he understood that leadership thing, and he was able to inspire and influence people to achieve that common objective. And he also shows signs of a genuine leader. That is very, very important for all of us to understand. So I hope, friends, you now are able to understand that concept of leadership or genuine leadership. And I really thank you for all these definitions, the great definitions you have all shared with. Okay, so if you have understood this concept of leadership and genuine leadership, I would request you to type yes on the chat, so that we can move to the next concept. Come on, 5 seconds. Yes, come on, everyone. If you have questions, so please write the questions, park the questions, and we can move on again. Great, Deepak ji. Great. Wow. You are a very creative person. You're thinking, you're learning and thinking. Amazing. Great, Deepak ji. Nice. Let's move to the next topic. I want to say one thing in this genuine leadership. Friends, understand. Leadership begins with the heart, not with the hand. Leadership begins with the heart, not with the hand. If you are a genuine you are a genuine leader, you need to give your heart first before you ask for their hand. I love this quote. I really love this quote. Again, I'm repeating reference. I'm repeating it. Please write it down. It is one of my best quotes in leadership. If you are a leader, friends, you need to give your heart first and then ask for the hand. People will give you hand, but after some time they'll say, he's not that kind of a leader. Why we should give our hand to him? That means why we should do work with him or collaborate with him. People see how much you care first. People see how much you care for them. And I'm again repeating it. Leadership is all about people. It's not about task. Managers perform task. Leaders leads people. Leadership is all about people. It's influencing people. Management is all about task, jobs, daily work. It's not about leading. When we call about leadership, it's all about people. It's not about duties. It comes secondary. Duties come secondary. First is people. Priorities is people. Always and every time. So with that particular quote, let's jump into that next model. When I say you have to give your heart, means you have to give yourself to the people. You should win their hearts. You should win their hearts. If you win people's hearts, ऐसे बोलते हैं हम लोग अपने दिल जीत लिया. So when you have win people's heart, they will follow you. They will gladly collaborate with you. If you have any common objective, they will help you. They will support you. First of all, the thing is you have to win their hearts. You have to give your heart to them, before you ask for their hand. And another thing I want to tell you: leadership starts with the heart, not with the head. This is again wonderful quote I've learned. I've seen that. So leadership starts. It's by Dr. John C. Maxwell. Leadership starts with the heart, not with the head. So every time, when it comes to people, it's always the heart. It's not the head. Head comes afterwards. It's secondary. Okay. So let's jump into the levels of leadership. We have some time, and we'll try to wind up few of the things. So levels of leadership. I'll give you example. If you have the copy or pen ready, please note it down. Okay. And these are the levels, how the leader should work every time in every situation, almost every situation. It can vary, but I work in this particular way. Absolutely, Deepakji. Wonderful. So the levels of leadership, how does it work? Okay. So I'll give you an example, the levels of leadership. So the first is, let's say I do not know how to prepare a tea. Okay, मुझे चाय बनाने नहीं आती है. So I do not know how to prepare tea, and I need someone to help me. Now, how it is done? Let's say you are a leader, you all people. Okay, so I'm considering you as a leader, and what you will do, you prepare the tea first. Okay, so you prepare tea. Now you prepare the tea. Now you know how to prepare the tea. Cool. This is the first step. Second step is you will do it, and I am with you. You will do it. You will prepare the tea, and I will watch you. Okay, this is the second level. Third level is now I will prepare the tea, and you will watch me. I will prepare the tea, and now you will watch me. This is the third level. And fourth is now you are not there. You have told me, now prepare the tea alone. This is the fourth level. I will prepare the tea alone. And the fifth is now I have mastered how to prepare the tea. So my leader told, now invite someone new and show how the tea is prepared. Now invite someone new and show how the tea is prepared. These are the 5 levels of leadership, friends. This is how the leadership works. It's not all about telling people to do, instructing people to do. That is management. That is a managing role. Yes, management comes into that leadership role. However, the thing is, if we are really want to create leaders, we have to need to follow these levels. So if I name these levels, if you are writing it down, I'll be slow. If you can write it down. So there are 2 columns. Okay. So the first column, the first point is I do it. You can write I do it. So I'll give you the column by column. Okay. So the first point, second, third, fourth, fifth. First point, left column, I do it. Right column, I model. 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 I model. I do it. I model. Second, I do it and you with me. I do it and you with me. Right hand side, I mentor. 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 I mentor. I'm repeating the second point. I do it and you are with me. Right hand side, I mentor. Third, you do it and I am with you. This left corner. You do it and I am with you. You do it. I am with you. So this was left corner, right side, right column. I monitor. I monitor. Fourth left corner, left column, fourth point. You do it. That means you do it alone. You do it. You move forward. Right inside. You do it. This was left side, left column, right column. You move forward. You do it. You move forward. I'll wait for a couple of seconds so you can write it down. Fifth point, you do it and someone is with you. You do it, left column. You do it and someone is with you. Right column, we multiply. We multiply. Right column, we multiply. I'm just quickly repeating the things. So I'll just repeat the left corner, left column first. First, I do it. Second, I do it and you with me. Third, you do it and I am with you. Fourth, you do it alone. And fifth, you do it and someone is with you. Right column, I model, I mentor, I monitor, you move forward, we multiply. These are the 5 points. Friends, we can spend a lot of time in these 5 levels, but I hope you got the picture. The first thing is, as a leader, you have to do it. Now, many of the definitions, many of the people have said that as a leader, you first have to do it. You have to set an example. Absolutely brilliant point. Absolutely right points. People you have, those who have, you have shared that thing. Absolutely bang on. This is absolutely right. So you have to share that particular thing. You have to do it, but particular thing. So you do it. And the second thing is you do it, but take your follower or your protege with you. Okay. Now, the third thing is tell him to do it and you be with him, but don't teach him. You just you just monitor him. That's the third level. And the fourth is just leave that person alone. Now he has seen enough. Now he will do it alone, just to boost his confidence, and guide him that he has to do it alone. If he's not able to do it alone, how he will create other leaders? He will not be able to if you are again and again being with him. So the fourth is you do it alone. And the fifth is, now when he mastered that particular skill, tell him, now invite someone new and create more leaders. And that is how we multiply leaders. Now, in this particular concept, I want to share with you, leaders create leaders. Leaders do not create followers, friends. Yes, it always starts with followers, but the ultimate goal of the leader is to create leaders, to turn the followers into leaders. Ask yourself this question today. Are you a leader who is creating more leaders? I've given you this blueprint. I've given you this level, this model, how you can do it. Do it yourself. Invite someone new so that he can or she can see that. Now, next you'll do, now tell that person to do it and you monitor that particular thing. Okay. And the fourth is let the particular boy or a girl do it alone. And the fifth is when that particular boy or a girl has mastered the skill, ask someone to join that particular thing. This is how the level goes. And many organizations follow these things. Follow these things in your family, in your organization, wherever you are working. This is amazing leadership model. This is amazing levels of leadership. It works in every situation, friends. For me, it is working everywhere. So these are the levels of leadership. Okay, so we have a few minutes. Mentoring, Vermaji, is that you guide the person how it's done. For example, preparing a tea, you will guide that person. If that person has some questions, so you will guide that person. Okay, fine. Let's say if I have to pour some tea leaves or sugar into it, and if I'm not sure how much to pour, I can ask my mentor, sir, how much I have to pour that? Can you please tell me? So that particular leader or a mentor will guide that person. So it's more of guiding that person in that particular process. That is mentoring. Mentoring and coaching are two different concepts. That's a very deep subject. Mentoring is to guide a person for that particular role, and it's more of a lifespan. Mentoring is throughout the lifespan. That is guiding people. Okay, so let's move forward to the next program. Okay, next module. Before that, I really want you to, if you have copy or pen, please come on, write it. Write your name. Come on, everyone, write your name with your wrong hand. If you're a righty, write your name with your left hand. Come on. If you're a righty, write the name with your left hand, and if you're a lefty, write your name, full name, with your right hand. Wrong hand. That means wrong hand. Come on. 5 seconds. I'm giving you 5 seconds. And if you have wrote the name, just type yes. Write the full name with your wrong hand. Come on, if you have wrote the name, type yes, so I can move forward. Cool Verma ji, cool Rahul. I hope if some of you are writing, still writing, or many of you have written, are you feeling difficulty? Are you feeling any kind of change when writing your name with a wrong hand? Come on, are you feeling that? My next question is, are you feeling difficulty in writing your name? Did you find it difficult to write the name with your wrong hand or the other hand, not your primary hand? Absolutely, we'll find that difficult. We'll find it difficult, almost every one of you, because that is not primary hand. If I'm righty, if I'm righty, and if I'm writing my name from a left hand, I will find it difficult because that is not in my practice. I'm not practiced to write my hand. And by the way, if you have watched Three Idiots, I hope many of you have watched Three Idiots, and you remember that the professor, which was played by Boman Irani, he was very popular that he could write from with both hands. However, it was a VFX effects. Okay, so it was a special effects. He couldn't write that both hands. Yeah, some of the people can write. However, it's not us. We cannot write it down. We have written the name with our wrong hand, and we find it difficult. Now what I'm trying to tell you is, when we write the name with the wrong hand and then write the name with your right hand, so you have the practice with the right hand. Similar, friends, similar. I'm talking about that leadership attitude. Okay, if you really want to bring a change in your society, in your community, in your organization, in your family, a positive change. If your children are not obeying, let's say, if one's children are not obeying, or if they're not a cordial relationship among the relatives of anything, and or organization, it's not everything going good in organization, or you're finding it difficult to lead a group of people. I'm talking about leadership, everything in the perspective of leadership. Friends, the thing is that what we are actually doing is, we do not have a habit of typing or writing from a wrong hand. Okay, that means we are not habit or of leading people. That could be the thing. What I request you is, we need to develop our leadership. We need to learn about leadership. We need to develop that attitude of leadership so that we can bring a change. Change won't be easy. I'm writing from my right hand from last 30 years, almost 29, 30 years. And if I write it down from my left hand, it would be difficult. So the change is difficult. Absolutely, it's difficult. But again, it's the leader's job, it's the leader's work to bring that positive change. We need to understand this. It's particularly, it's completely in your situation, and depends on your situation to understand that particular thing, and involve yourself and execute the plans so that you can bring that positive change. Okay, so this is the one thing. Friends, we have almost finished with our time, and quickly I want to throw some light on leading a crisis. Now, friends, everyone is poised, everyone is confused, and looking down this lockdown, I guess none of us has faced this kind of a thing, coronavirus, this global pandemic, before that. Yes, World War happened, but during World War also there were some countries which were, the people were meeting together. The shops were open. The work was being done. But this thing is really big. This thing is really, really big. This is really a crisis situation. This is a global crisis. And many of we see the the monetary thing of India or other countries have gone down, and the economy, as we say, economy and trade and commerce and many other things have been affected. Let me give you the three definitions of crisis. Dictionary defines crisis as a time of intense difficulty or danger. This is a dictionary definition. A time of intense difficulty or danger. If you ask a medical person in a medical line, crisis is defined as a turning point. Yes, it's defined as a turning point. Why? Because let's say if a person is ill or a sick person, turning point, crisis is this person may be healed, may be recovered, or may not. So that's a turning point, right? It may turn this side also, may turn that side also. The third definition of crisis, the third meaning of crisis is decision making. Now, decision making is according to Greek, because Greek has been very old language. It has been derived. And so if we derive crisis from Greek, it means decision making. Now, if we combine these three definitions together, it means if you want to write the definition of crisis, you can write it down. But I have to finish the session in next 5 minutes. Or if you have a Q&A, we can spend more than 5 minutes. However, we have started late. So bear with me, please. Crisis definition. First is, it is a time of intense difficulty that requires a decision which will be a turning point. I hope you like this definition. This is a definition of crisis if we combine all these three perspectives. It is a time of intense difficulty that requires a decision which will be a turning point. Coronavirus, now this lockdown, the situation, the economy down, this could be a recession time also. Many people are saying recession has come. Many things could be there. It is a time of intense difficulty. Absolutely. Be it poor people, be it rich people. The people who have more money will suffer more. And poor people, they have to suffer lots of things. Maybe their health. It's time of intense difficulty. Absolutely. Think about Spain, England, America. Lakhs of people have been infected. Lakhs of people have died. It is a time of intense difficulty that requires a decision. Absolutely. When we are into this time, our ministers, our expert bodies are making a decision how to deal with this intense situation. Now, that decision will be a turning point. Either the situation will worsen or the situation will improve or be better in the time to come. So this is the definition of crisis. Now, how to lead in crisis situation? Friends, I'll give you 3 pointers how to lead as a leader, how to lead in the crisis situation. First of all, move out of your comfort zone. Friends, as a leader, I'm not talking to any normal person. I'm not talking to common masses. I'm talking to you as a leader. I'm talking to you leaders now. As a leader, you have to move out of comfort zone. Many people, you may, there would be some funny incident in your family also. You may say that, oh, I cannot go and buy milk, or I cannot go buy vegetables. Coronavirus is out there, or I cannot go like this. I want to stay at home. You have to move out your comfort zone. Now, I've said this thing in a funny way, okay? Now, the thing is, you have to move out your comfort zone. As a leader, the crisis time should bring the best out of you. That's why the crisis comes. This should be the happy time for us. Actually, this should be a happy time. I'm telling you, seriously, this should be the happy time for us. Because at this time, we have the opportunity to implement and execute our leadership skills, to take care of the people, to move out of their comfort zone. When I talk about comfort zone, I remember this wonderful movie, Airlift. I hope if you have watched that movie of Airlift, which cast Akshay Kumar as his name in the role in the movie was Ranjit Katyal. Now, he was a businessman in Kuwait and in Iraq, and there were 170,000 of people who were there, and some attack happened in Iraq. And before the attack, he was very cool and calm businessman who was just focused on his business and his family and nothing else. He understood the situation. He moved out of his comfort zone and he took the responsibility in that crisis time and helped 170,000 people to go to India, to reach India. That is moving out of the comfort zone, friends. That is the true, genuine leadership. To understand the crisis situation, move out the comfort zone and help people. It's all about influencing. It's all about achieving the common objective. It's about gladly, confidently, and continuously people will follow you. That is what leadership we are talking about. So first thing, move out of your comfort zone. Ask yourself, are you ready to move out of your comfort zone? Are you moving out of your comfort zone? Leadership starts when you move out of your comfort zone, friends. It's not before that, when you move out of your comfort zone. Second thing is, the second responsibility or the how to lead in crisis situation is, leaders in crisis have to lead people away from the negative emotions and feelings. Very, very important. You have to inspire people, influence people when the people are so desperate, so in anxiety and stress, thinking they would die or something will happen to them if they go outside. Just giving you an example of coronavirus, of this lockdown. They're so much in fear and afraid of this particular thing, or this situation, or any other situation. Take the workplace. Some news goes and people think that their job will go or money will not come, whether the money will come or not, which the government has promised, or anything. Take example of anything. This is very important for all of us to understand. Are we as a leader in crisis situation leading people away from the negative emotions or feelings? This is the duty of a genuine leader, friends. This is a duty. This is a way to lead people in crisis situation. This is how to lead in crisis, because this is the very ability or a trait that we need to show when we are leading in crisis. It is a situation of intense difficulty. Who will lead people in intense difficulty? Not everyone. People go away from that intense difficulty, from danger, but leaders stand in front. Leaders stand in front, friends. So second thing, lead people away from negative emotions and feelings. I want to give you an example because because people have watched movies, so I can give you the example of Braveheart. It's an amazing movie starring Mel Gibson. So Mel Gibson, this movie was nominated, I guess, won the Oscar also. So if you have not watch this movie Braveheart, it would be telling you amazing things about leadership and team building. He was the person who led the Scottish army to fight the English people, and he led in a way. Scottish army was very small, and the England army of King Edward, led by King Edward, were very big. But he inspired and influenced people that, friends, don't think negative. You will not die. If you think about death, if you think about these negative emotions, your family will die. You will die. What will happen with your family? You will not be able to stand for your nation. You will not be able to stand for your family and for yourself. And this is what Mel Gibson, as a leader of the army, the commander of the army, guide them, inspire them, lead away from the negative emotions and feelings, and inspire and fill with them positivity and and wonderful things to go and fight the British army. Watch that movie. Your time, you need to sacrifice your resources, you need to sacrifice your money as well, or any other resources, so to bind the people in togetherness, in collaboration, in unity. Crisis need unity. People cannot win in crisis when they are alone. People need unity. Why are prime minister again and again requesting, please be at home, please be at home, please be at home, stay at home, stay safe? Now actors and other people are also coming. Why they are doing that? Because they need unity. If we are not united with the goal, the common objective will not be achieved. And that is the goal of leadership. Our prime minister is doing. And we have to do whenever we are leading the people, in our organization, in our family, or anywhere in it. Friends, the third point, bind people in unity. There are two movies I want to give you an example. Our time is already finished. Mission Mangal, if you watch that Mission Mangal movie, please watch that. You will learn amazing leadership lesson. And again, Lagan. These are the two movies which I can give you an example of leading people in unity. Especially Lagan, you can, if you have watched, you can think about it. How Amir Khan, how Bhuvan as a character lead people, combine people in that crisis situation. Common objective was to defeat them. Otherwise, they have to pay 3 times taxes. 3 times. They were not having to eat properly and they have to pay 3 times taxes. Crisis situation. They have to make a decision, and that decision would be make a turning point. I hope you're now getting the point. I hope you're getting the definition right and these points right. Friends, you can imagine and you can feel my emotions about leadership, and particularly this leading in crisis. I'll give you 3 points and we'll wrap up this session. First, move out of your comfort zone. Leadership starts when you moved out of your comfort zone. Second, lead people away from the negative emotions and feelings. And third, bind people in unity. These are the three things that you have to do as a leader in crisis situation. I want to give you one quote by Dr. John C. Maxwell. He says that a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Let's become a leader who do not just talk the talk, but who walk the walk. I thank you so much once again for this particular session. You were so kind and you participated in this particular webinar. I wish you all the best and thank you. Now, if you are anyone, if you want to be live and want to ask anything, I would love to answer because time has already finished. If you want to leave anyone, if you want to leave the session, you can leave. If you have any questions, you can ask and we can continue for, let's say, next 5 to 10 minutes. So if you are totally free to go. Thank you so much once again. God bless you. And we would be in continued touch. If you want to know more about, you can subscribe the YouTube channel, know more about the website, and we'll be in touch. We'll be in touch. So if anyone wants to be continue and ask questions, you are free to ask questions because I can spend next 5-10 minutes. I'm waiting for your questions. If anyone wants to question, I'm waiting for your questions. Okay, how to identify genuine leader and pretend to be one. Now, we cannot pretend to be a genuine leader. As I shared the definition of a genuine leader, that as a genuine leader, how will you identify a genuine leader? See, let's say there is someone who I'm following gladly, willingly I'm following someone, and I have confidence in his abilities, in his leadership skills, in his thinking skill, decision making. I have confidence, and I'm continuing to follow gladly, willingly from some time. So that means that person is a genuine leader. Okay, so this is the identity of a genuine leader. And how you identify? You cannot identify a genuine leader from a leader's perspective. You identify a genuine leader from a follower's perspective. Okay, from a downward grade. If a follower is following that person, that means that leader is a genuine. Now, as a leader, I cannot say I'm a genuine leader. That would be boasting of my talents. Okay, so if you want to identify a genuine leader or a leadership, you identify a follower's perspective, not from a leader's perspective. Absolutely, Deepakji. Absolutely. We have to implement. Unless and otherwise we do not implement these things, we will be gong which is being just played, and there is no use of it. Absolutely. Bang on, Deepakji. Bang on. Okay, next question. I'm waiting for your questions. If anyone has questions. Anyone wants to discuss anything, any topic, any kind of particular concept of leadership, or let's say if we stuck to this. Thanks, Som. Really appreciate it, Som. Thanks a lot. The same question, I want to rephrase that particular question or answer also. Friends, any point of time in any situation, if you want to understand the leadership, you will not go to a leader. Yes, obviously, if you want to learn leadership, you will go to leader, but first you will observe that particular leader. Or if you will ask the followers how that particular leader is. So leadership, understanding the leadership is always from the downside, downgrade, to understand that particular person. Okay, so this is the concept. Any more questions, or should we wind up the session? Okay, what to do during these hard times? Okay, Mayank sir, as I've shared with these things, there are 3 pointers. You see, I can do lots of things. However, it depends on your situation, what kind of situations you are dealing with, but how to deal in these hard times. It's just being positive and inspire people to be positive. That is very, very important. See, as a leader, if you are negative, you cannot bring out of the people from negative situation. So if your family or anyone in the organization, let's say, is negative or feeling anxiety or stressful or confused or fearful, you as a leader have to tell them that don't do this, don't feel that. This is one of this situation which will also pass away. Okay, so this is very, very important. Yeah, this is also one of the things, Deepak ji. Yes, we do not say times are hard. However, the thing is, times may matter according to the people. People say that times are hard or it's tough times. We can say that. However, it's leaders' duty to lead the people away from the negative emotions and feelings. There is no rocket science in leadership. It's just practical, simple rules. It's all about doing. It's all about leading. It's doing, doing, doing. Okay, any more questions, or should we wind up? Absolutely, 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 Manji. And move out of your comfort zone, lead people away from negative emotions, and bind them in unity. Okay, bind them in unity. Thank you, Varmaji. Thank you so much once again for everything. I guess there are no questions, so we wind up the session. I just want to ask one question from you. Linguistic matters. Okay, so if you have learned something new today, and if you will implement in your life from now onwards, I want a yes from you now. Just come on, everyone. Not yes. If you have learned something new today, and will you implement? If you will implement in your life from today onwards as a leader, I want to, just want to see yes from you downstairs. Come on, everyone. Yes, yes, yes. Come on. Yes, great, Sonu. Great. I'm waiting for the yes, guys. 10 seconds. Come on. Great, Manji. Great, 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 great. Great. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Great, great. Everyone, great. Friends, last thing, I want to say one thing to you. Everything rises from leadership and everything falls at leadership. If you think about any situation, any situation in a worldwide, global situation, you will find out that everything rises from leadership and everything falls at leadership. So it's very important, if God has chosen you in a leadership role or will going to choose in any field, it's very important for you to understand what leadership is, to apply, especially in this crisis situation. I thank you once again. We'll be in touch. If I do any other webinar, I'll inform you. Maybe next Saturday, this time only, I'll inform you. God bless, and lead in crisis, confidence, and always remember that leadership is all about people. Okay? Bye bye. God bless you.